Alrighty, hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy, and today we have the January monthly reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are doing really good today. So, I was 12 minutes into your video, and then I got a call, which apparently, I have no idea how to use an iPhone because my phone's on Do Not Disturb, so I thought that I wouldn't have gotten the call, but I did get the call. So that's annoying, and it cut the video. So yeah, my phone's back on Do Not Disturb, and that is the only call I'm expecting tonight. I was kind of expecting that call. I just thought I had some time before they call me. Anyways, let's start over. So I am going to keep the cards out. I have like a quarter of your spread done. And just because I feel like the reading actually is really good, it just unfortunately got interrupted, which is fine. I don't edit my videos, so I was just going to cut it together, but you know what, I was like, no, maybe I said things kind of wrong. I was kind of stumbling over words, so thought we'd start fresh. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus again. So your channeled message in the very beginning, there was a message specifically about lung problems. So if you have been having difficulty breathing, or you feel like there has been sharp pains in your lungs, etc., if you're a smoker or whatever it is, if you feel like you've had some disturbances in your respiratory system, please go get it checked out. It might actually be something serious, but that's only if you have problems. If you don't, you're fine. Disregard that message. A lot of you guys are having difficulty connecting with other people or other things. And primarily what it is, literally I'm seeing like a bunch of like veins or a bunch of like nerve connections, like a bunch of tiny little strands all connected to different people, different things. And I feel like you're not cutting them, but a lot of those ties are getting burned. Like you're burning a lot of bridges. Disconnecting with people, or people are burning bridges with you, disconnecting from you, but it feels like you're disconnecting from a lot of people or a group of people. That's what I felt like as well. I also felt that some of you guys feel like your social, and this goes hand in hand with that burning bridge, but your social circle is getting a little bit smaller, or who you interact with or deal with, that circle is getting smaller to, you know, how many people you can count on one hand. So just, that's not something to be cautious of, that's just something that I'm picking up. I do feel that it's happening for a reason, so if bridges are burning, let them burn. And that's all I really gotta say about that. I'm someone that's very much like, if things are not working out with someone, with people, family, whatever it is, let it go. Let it burn. You know what I'm saying? If it's burning for a reason. I would just let it. Eventually, I think you're gonna see, especially what we're about to talk about right now, that I think that you will see this month. It's 100% for the best. So the first card that came out was the Nine of Wands. So crowning your reading, you are in a place where you've experienced a lot. You went through a lot in 2019 and maybe even past that up until this point, but specifically in regards to this past year, there was a lot that you experienced. A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of negativity, a lot of positivity. There was an abundance of things, of opportunities and experiences that you had and you lived through. With that, reflecting specifically on some of those more negative experiences, you're in a place now where you have worked really hard, Taurus, to get yourself where you are right now in life. Whether it's the end goal or not, whether it's where you want to be or not, it is where you are. And with that in mind, you're in a place where you kind of have this guard up, where you're not necessarily open right now to receiving more opportunities. Like I feel like you're kind of in a place where like, hold on, I got some stuff I need to deal with, let me deal with it first, and then I can go back to my abundance and my opportunities and my manifestation and my attracting all the things that I want. It's almost like that. It's almost like you're telling the universe like, hold on, can we pause like giving me blessings? Like I need to process some things first. And it's almost like you want a little bit of a timeout. So you're a little bit closed off to more positive opportunities and experiences. And I know that you giving yourself that time, but right now is not really that time. Right now is a time where we can be really efficient in Capricorn season, where we can work really hard and apply our time and our energy towards our goals. It's slow but sure. It's not going to pop up this month, but this is a really good month for you to make progress on your goals. So we have the Strength card and the Moon card. So specifically this month, You're in a place where you feel really good and confident in your abilities, okay? You're feeling really confident in your ability to manifest, in your ability to work diligently, in your ability to work productively. This isn't a month to be lazy, Taurus. And I have to say that for you because you are the lazy earth sign, the laziest. It's not a month to be lazy. It's a month where you can be extremely productive. Like I said, try to channel in some of that Sagittarius energy that is fading away slowly but surely, and implement that with the steady nature of Capricorn season. Be consistent, have a schedule, a plan, and try to stick consistent. Try to stick with your responsibilities. It's not a time to start new projects or new ventures or take on more responsibilities, but use this time to diligently work through the tasks you have at hand before things start to pile up in the coming seasons. The moon is here because there is something that you're dealing with, a specific situation. Oh, and like I was saying earlier before the recording got stopped, I feel that for a lot of you, it's family oriented. And specifically with my situation, I feel like you may have family members that are crossing boundaries or crossed a boundary that you're now having to deal with the repercussions of crossing said boundary in this month of January. And I was relating to, I have a specific situation in my family too, that my family right now, I'm cut off from my family. I chose to that way, to be cut off from my family right now, because I've realized that some of the way, or our relationship, the way that we interact with each other is not necessarily very healthy for me. And specifically in regards in my situation, my family crosses boundaries all the time. They don't respect my boundaries. And that is something, I can only enforce my boundaries. I can't enforce people to follow them. But when people don't follow your boundaries, it shows a lack of respect towards you, towards the person setting those boundaries. And then you have the power. You have the power to, will you allow people to continue to disrespect you by crossing your boundaries and doing things that you will not stand for, and you have made it clear that you will not stand for it, yet they keep doing it? Or will you cut it out? Will you burn that bridge? Will you cut that tie? Will you end that connection? And I feel like you guys are going to be. Like I said it earlier, it's a month where you need to put your foot down. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be confident enough to be putting your foot down. Like, nope, absolutely not. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not putting up with this. I don't even want to hear it. No. No means no. I'm putting my freaking foot down. You're not crossing this boundary. You're not going to disrespect me. I will not allow you in my life in this way. And then we have the Queen of Coins, or Queen of Pentacles, which is you, Taurus. And it's really just, I feel like you feel really good. You really feel in your power. Money's good. Everything's good. You know, your house could be flourishing. Some of you guys could be really getting into gardening or growing or creating. It's just straight up I just feel an energy of creation. Maybe you guys are doing painting, or not starting a new business, but starting like a new hobby, like just making things. Like I feel like I see you making things, and it could be anything. It could be videos, paintings, creating a garden, knitting a sweater. I don't know. It could be literally anything that you're just creating purely out of the need to create, purely because you have all this abundant life energy and you just need to put it into something. Excuse me. 3 of Coins in reverse, or 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel that in January, there's going to be a lack of cooperation. So I feel like even though you want it, you're going to put your foot down. You're going to be like, no, you can't cross this boundary, blah, blah. I feel like you're still wanting to maintain some of these relationships. Like I said, I feel that I saw in your channeled message that a lot of these connections and these relationships are being burned through right now. So they're like, almost like, it's like divine intervention. They're falling apart because they have to. But you are still attached to these people, these things, and you want to hold on to them. So I feel like you're being very uncooperative with spirit this month, and that is actually something that they want you to work on, is to being a little bit more cooperative. And then as well, for those of you that does not resonate, where you're like, wait, I'm really trying. Some of you Taurus as well are being very cooperative. You're trying, even though you're like, no, I'm not going to let you come into my life and ruin it. I'm not going to let you ruin things for me. I like the life I have. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm powerful where I'm at. I'm not going to let you remove me from my throne. Even though you're very adamant about those things, it may seem that you're like, nope, this is how it is, so you either have to deal with it or I leave. And in that way, that energy is a little bit uncooperative, but I also feel that the other parties involved may be just as uncooperative. It may just be like, you present them like, hey, like, you can respect my boundary and we can be fine. And if you don't, I'm gonna leave. And they're being very uncooperative. We're like, well, I'm not gonna respect your boundary, so, you know, like or they almost feel like they have not crossed any boundaries. Because I feel like there might be some denial of like admittance of like, someone's denying to admit their own faults, and it's on the other party's behalf, whether it's just another person or a group of people for you. But like I said, I feel like for a lot of you, it's family. That's what it feels like to me. But it could be friends or like a workplace or something like that. Ace of Cups. So Spirit's trying to remind you that even though things may not seem the best going into 2020, and it seems like there's a good amount of challenges, it's important to remain optimistic here, okay? Specifically because the Nine of Wands energy is closed off because you're in a defensive state of mind. And being in that defensive state of mind and being closed off, again, like I said, it closes you off to the abundance of new positive opportunities coming in. You're closing off to the negative ones, but you're also closed off to the positive ones by being in a state of defensiveness of, I don't want to receive anything else right now. Let me figure this out first. But again, the moon is here. It's gonna... What you need to know, you will know this month, okay? So whatever the situation is about, in January, you will get the solution, you will get the answers that you need or you have been searching for. They will appear to you, but they will appear to you when you stop looking. So stop searching for the answers and let them come to you. And Page of Coins. So honestly, with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Coins at the end, I really feel like Spirit is just saying like, it's time to plant new seeds. So remember that I said that it's not the time to start a new business, start a new venture. There's that, and by that, I mean very specifically, I mean it's not the month to like actually start those things, like to start selling stuff from your new company or to start. It's the time to plant seeds. Because this season is very diligent and steady and slow paced. So whatever intentions, whatever we set out to do this month because of the Capricorn season, it's almost like we're planning out what we're gonna do for the rest of the year or for the rest of the decade, okay? Because this is the beginning of a new decade. So it's really about planning what you're gonna be cultivating within the next 5 to 10 years for yourself. That's what needs to happen. That's the new energy that you need to bring into this month out of this. Because these connections, these bridges are burning, are falling apart in order to tell you something, in order to tell you the truth, to show you the truth about a certain way that you've been living or certain people that you have been dealing with for a while, to show you that you really just need yourself, to realize that you really just need this queen energy, your own energy, to maintain your way of living, that you don't need these other people in your circle anymore. They served their purpose. They helped get you to where you are now, but you no longer need them. And especially not if they're not going to respect your freaking boundaries. Absolutely not. But it's time to put your passion and your love and your creativity into something. I feel like some of you may have children, maybe spending more time giving more love and attention to your child or your children would be really beneficial as well. Doing something for your child or putting your child first in a very specific situation, to let them know that they are loved. I feel like it's like if you always put your kids first, that's one of the best ways I think to show your kids that you really love them, by putting them first, by putting their needs first. Not spoiling them, but watching out for them. Because as parents, you're supposed to be their watchers. You're supposed to be their protectors, and guides through life. And the best way that you can teach people is by leading by example. So you putting your foot down when these people, this whether it's family members or friends or whatever, these people that are testing your boundaries, that have crossed a boundary, that have disrespected you, you need to set an example by not allowing that disrespect to happen or to continue. And showing that an example will show your child, or maybe you're a teacher and you teach kids, will show your kids, to not, when they experience a certain thing, is when they experience similar situations that you are experiencing and that they see you're experiencing, they'll know that they shouldn't allow other people to disrespect them and to cross their boundaries as well. But again, if you don't have kids, if you don't teach, if that doesn't resonate, I feel like it's just planting new seeds and starting to plan out what is the next 5 to 10 years of my life going to look like. What do I want to cultivate? Where does my love lie? Where does my heart lie? In what passion? You know, what am I most passionate about right now that I want to build and pursue for the next 5 to 10 years? So it's about carefully planning and just figuring out exactly where you want to go. And you don't have to stick with it forever, but it's something that you need to have that plan or that idea in the back of your head planted, you know, deeply in the earth and in reality in order for you to create anything. You need to have some idea of something you want to do, something you want to pursue in order for you to materialize it. So this is what you need to watch out for this month, Taurus. The first card is Intuition, which I believe is the High Priestess. So this month, you need to watch out for... There's a lot happening, Taurus, on the metaphysical level. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes, as we say, behind this veil of existence, so behind just our physical senses. There's a lot that's going on that you may be unaware of. And it's okay, but just try not to do anything sudden or harsh. Try to just really think about what you're doing or what you're saying before you do it this month, because the moon is here. So remember, I just said there are things that are beyond this veil of existence that you are unable to see at this time, that you need to kind of wait. There's information that's coming to you. There's situations that are going to be, you're going to find out the truth about what you need to find out this month, but just wait till you find it out first, then do what you need to do. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you have a feeling, ride that feeling and wait until you find the physical evidence to then bring it up and be like, okay, I have the receipt. You know what I'm saying? We have crown chakra. So a lot of you guys are, you intuitively feel this. You feel like someone lied, someone did something. Your intuition is not lying. Your intuition is telling you, I know exactly what this person did or what's going on here. I know exactly what's going on here. But be careful. I'm not saying your intuition is lying. I'm not saying the messages you receive are lying to you or tricking you. But again, like I said, just wait until you get the physical evidence. There's physical evidence. Somehow, maybe someone else saw something. Somehow, some way, somehow, there is physical evidence to this situation. Whether it's going to be a text or someone admitting something or someone saying something, etc., etc., etc. Something's going to come up this month, and I just want you to wait until it comes up, because then you can go into the battle with the receipts and with the knowledge and with the physical evidence. Hey, you said that. Well, so and so told me blah blah blah. Like you have witness or something, or etc., etc. Foundation. Oh God, I just bit myself. Foundations and achievements. So Spirit is warning you to watch out for getting lost in the sauce. I feel like getting lost in the chase of money. Those that live by the coin die by the coin. Be careful not to allow this situation, whatever it is. I feel like whatever situation it is, it's really upset you, it's really pissed you off, it's really irritated you. And it's really made you, I feel like you're incapable of having certain things in your life. And now you're almost like, well, now I'll be damned if I don't get the things that I want in my life. So it almost feels like your mindset or your energy has switched from this really awesome perspective of just wanting to build stuff from nothing, wanting to build your own empire out of nothing, wanting to be able to say, oh, I made it and I made it on my own. Turning that wholesome dream and that wholesome desire into now maybe wanting those things in spite of this situation, in spite of this person. Oh, they told me I couldn't do it. Well, I'll be damned, I'm going to do it. Or, oh, they blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I'll show them. Because then you're not creating necessarily out of love. You're creating out of this bitterness, this lower vibrational energy. I wouldn't even call it anger, but it's like this bitter, petty energy that you don't need to be creating from. Because if you're creating from that lower vibrational energy, it's hard to create higher vibrational existences and realities when you're manifesting from a low vibrational state, which is this pity, anger, spiteful energy, vengeful energy. We'll get a message from the angels. So this is a closing message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is, for the angels that watch over, guide, and protect Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what is the last thing that you would like to leave them with in regards to this situation? Whatever has upset them, whatever is to come to light, what would you like to leave them with? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What do the angels want Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of January? Yeah, some of you might be starting a new business. We have entrepreneur. I love that. So it says, self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and roommates and teammates, some of you may be getting roommates, who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So your angels that are watching over you, guiding you, protecting you right now, they see what you're going through, and they also understand that, again, like I said, January is a month where you are burning bridges, you're burning connections, you're disconnecting from certain people or certain jobs or certain places, because it's time for something new. It's time for you to fully evolve and step into this entrepreneurial position in your life. This, I am my own business, my business is me, I run my business, and I'm on my business. And I'm not really paying attention to what you're saying on the sides. I'm not paying attention to who are fucking. I'm not, sorry, excuse my language. But you're just like, you don't care about what's going on outside of yourself and your business. Okay? Which is a great place to be in. So just be careful like I said, but I feel like you're losing control with this situation that's happening. You feel like these connections are burning. You feel like you're not going to be able to talk to people anymore, etc. You feel like you're disconnecting from people. Let it happen. I promise you, it really is, like it says, divine guidance and it's divine intervention. Tap into your intuition, because I do see that your intuition is playing a big part this month. In where you should and should not be spending your time. You're going to be receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of information is coming to you. Claircognizance could be a clair that is already really strong and powerful within yourself, or something that will be awakened or enhanced this month in January, where you would just have this knowing of certain things. And that's how you know that something happened, but you don't know how to explain it. And that's what I'm saying. Even though you know, it's for other people to understand, because I'm very claircognizant. I would say that claircognizance is like my number one clair that's the most powerful and that I'm the most in tune with, which is psychic knowing. I just know things all the freaking time. It's really annoying, honestly. And even though I know certain things, or I feel that I know certain things, when you're going in terms of trying to confront someone or something, it's for other people, for normal people or unawakened folk to understand certain things or certain ideas or certain, how do you know that? If you just go up to someone and you're like, oh, I know that you did this and this, they're like, how the hell do you know that? There's no way you could know it other than you know. In order to get to those people, in order for them to understand, in order to see where you're coming from, they need physical proof. And that's what I'm saying. Something's going to come up where you'll be able to have that opportunity to have a form of physical evidence or physical proof outside of just your psychic knowing, that will maybe make people be like, oh, maybe they're right. Okay, like you said you just knew, but I didn't know until you showed me this. You get what I'm saying? So it's something that is going to come out that's going to help you in the long run. Just wait for it to come out before you make a move. Your angels have your back. And again, if you are starting a new business or have an idea, planting those seeds of growing that long term, planning that out for the next 5 to 10 years, awesome. That's exactly what you should be doing. Take the time, work really hard this month, work towards that. Ignore the bullshit that's going on around you. Ignore the bridges that are burning. Let them burn, like I said. You will find out this month exactly what you need to find out in order to move forward. So, Taurus, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are dealing with, because I like to read the comments. Give this a thumbs up if it resonated, and subscribe for more if you like my style of reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the description box down below. Just send me an email. We'll go over rates and how I work, etc., etc. I offer my readings live over Skype and Zoom, and it is preferred for those to be live. But I also have a pre-recorded option as well, same price. So it's totally whatever works best with your schedule and with mine. I think that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your January, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.